I'm Bernd Mann, and I have the pleasure today to introduce you to one of the newest companies of the Hala Group. We joined the group at January this year, and I would like to explain you where we come from, what we have already developed, and what we want to do in the future as part of the HHIL Group. iSAM was founded in 1983 by a group of 4 university students who decided that flipping burgers is not the best way to earn your living while you are studying computer science. And we were coming from a purely engineering background, and our intent was to bring new technologies into very traditional industries. Back in 1983, we started with PLCs into the heavy industry of the Ruhr area. And those of you who know Germany a bit know that the heavy industry of Germany was once developed in the Ruhr area and is still focused there. When we were using PLCs to control large industrial plants, that was still the days where punch hole readers were common knowledge between young engineers. And we were really the first one to start with Siemens S3, Siemens S5, and similar technologies. We continued to do that in 1993, when again, we were the first company to introduce industrial PCs into control systems. Remember, that was when a PC was a big brick box that had a floppy disk, and we were trying to run modern process models for the cooling of steel, for the melting of steel, for hot mill rolling, and that was back then when PLCs could maybe handle a couple of instructions. So we were moving to PCs to do advanced control models and process models into these PC systems. Coming from the steel industry, in the year 2000, we moved again forward to the logistics side. The German steel industry is heavily depending on the import of coal and iron ore. And after we had automized a lot of the factories that produce steel, the customers came to us asking, can you also automate the handling of the incoming goods? And again, in 2000, we were the first company to truly autonomous bulk handling automation. That means we were using high-tech RTK GPS with centimeter level accuracy and 3D LiDAR to control large stockyard machines. Remember, that was 2000. People start talking about the Google cars somewhere in 2015. But back in 2000 already, we were doing autonomous stockyard machines. In 2002, we changed the company structure to what we call a small AG, that is private limited in most other jurisdictions to enable further growth. And in 2012, we finally tackled the challenge of waterside automation. That was the first time where autonomous grab ship unloaders were handling iron ore from large seagoing vessels on the ground here in the port of Hamburg. 2020, and personally, I liked working with companies of the HHIL group for more than 20 years at that point. We became a part of the HHIL group and have now the intention to leverage the know-how that we have developed in the last 20 years for autonomous machinery into container port automation. What drives us, and I know that's a bit difficult with this audience because most of you come from the financial side, we are all engineers by heart. We are driven by breaking technological barriers and automating equipment which has never been automated before. And we firmly believe that automation is the only way how in high-cost countries like Europe, the US, Australia, it will be possible to maintain an industrial base for our operations. Focusing on advanced automation means also that our markets are those markets where the low-hanging fruits have already been taken. So we are looking at the mining markets in Australia. We are looking at Canada, we are looking at the US, and all is coming from engineering that is executed in our head office in Mülheim an der Ruhr. And Germany still is a country which engineering has a very good reputation. So we are able to develop in our home markets, be it the port of Hamburg or the port of Rotterdam, and then leverage this know-how and transfer it to other markets which have similar economical challenges. We are serving primarily the ports and logistics and the mining industry, but we still have heavy industry customers from our past, like steel mills and hot rolling mills. And we also have new markets in aerospace. Some of you will see the image film that was shown during the coffee break. And these are our aerospace applications that we do together with Lufthansa Technik here in Hamburg.